Okay, I'm about to show you the software that I'm using on the iPad Mini 5 while using the Apple Pencil. So that's how I'm going to do the software. I'm going to tell you exactly what hardware I'm on and what specific apps I use for that piece of hardware. So the first thing I want to talk about is this one, Record It. That's what I'm using right now. It's broadcasting my screen. And then I have to turn the microphone on, and then you just start the broadcast, and then it records everything you do on the screen. And it's a great backup just in case you accidentally make a mistake with some of your apps. If you record in a screen broadcast, then say, for example, you forget to turn on your mic on another app or record something. If you're recording it on screen broadcast, it's going to record everything you do anyway. So I'm about to show you guys another app that I do use. So one thing I want to say about this Record It is it has a really nice feature where after you record whatever you recording, you stop broadcast, and then you got to save it immediately to your device, and then ad will show up. Just a 5-second ad. It doesn't disrupt anything. Just you have to listen to the ad for 5 seconds, and then after that you X out of it, and then it's saved onto your device, right? And I can't show you guys right now because I'm using the program. But another feature that's cool is after you've done that and you recorded your screen, you can go back in the screen broadcast, and then you can face cam yourself talking about your own video. So you can basically screen record something without using any vocals or anything. You could just screen record it, and then you can go back and then put narration over it, and also use the face cam feature. But for now, you can't use it. So when you're recording, broadcasting live like this, you cannot use the face cam feature. You can only use that after you have actually recorded something. So I'm going to try to go fast because this is a lot of stuff I'm throwing at you guys. So I'm trying to use and spend about 1 or 2 minutes per app. And I'm going to tell you as much as I can about every app. The next one, and I'm going to go from order of importance to me. These may not be important to you, but this is the order of importance to me. So the most important one for me is Record It. And then the second most important app for me is LIVEBOARD. I've been through a lot of these whiteboard apps. I've downloaded about 15 to 20 of them, and this is the last one. I'm not downloading anymore because I love this one. LIVEBOARD, it allows me to do a lot. I'm just going to open up something that I already did because I want you to see how I'm using it. I'll do this one right here. Okay, so what I did is I inserted my background, which is my class background, like whiteboard in real life. So my whiteboard in real life looks like this. So I put that as my background, and then I inserted and I'm going to use this to show you guys as I go. Then I inserted the Common Core State Standard that I was talking about, which also shows the objective for that lesson. And I took this right out of the Envisions math curriculum, so I didn't get that off the internet. It came out of the curriculum, the online teacher's manual. Okay, and this allows me to do a lot, so I'm about to show you guys. You see this? I can do a whole live lesson, erase what I need to erase, put a new math question up here, and just talk to my students like that. Exactly like how I do in the classroom, because I wanted to make this remote learning exactly the same as what was going on in my classroom, because I teach special education students and they do not do well if you know about disabilities. They do not do well when you change up things. So I wanted to keep everything as natural and consistent as possible for them. So this is just when I first introduce like a topic or I first introduce a strategy, I try to go here because my students will not do well if I just start playing a video, for example, or going into a lesson without really giving them any instruction. So I try to keep these ones just like I do in real life. And in real life, I keep my instructional portion of my lesson between 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't like to go over 5 to 10 minutes in this app. Now, you don't always have to use recorded to record in this app, you can actually click up here and start recording. And it'll record the screen and your voice. It doesn't record your face or anything like that. But that's a really cool feature. You just push start recording and it records. And then when you're done, you stop. And another feature you can use is pages. So if you want to prepare before your lesson, you could already have pages filled out. So you can have like a bunch of pages filled out. So then when you start recording yourself, you can just click on that page and then go from there. And your lesson can be as long as you want. So something like a slideshow or anything like that will be perfect. Okay. And it's one more thing. So after you go out of here, you just have to go down here where you see recording. So I'm going to click again. These are the boards and these are the recordings. So once you have stopped the video, all the recordings will be saved in here. And I love this feature because say something happens online with my Google Drive or any other platforms I'm using, guess what? I have a backup copy of every single lesson I've done on LIVEBOARD. That's critical because my time is very valuable and I don't want to have to keep doing these lessons over and over because I'm moving forward with the next lesson. So as you can see, I have every single lesson that I've ever done saved right here. So if I ever need to go back and get it, I can actually go back and get it and probably re-edit it. Okay, that's a really important feature. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys was the option here. When you create a board, you can either do this horizontal or this vertical way. I only do the vertical way, and I'm going to just show you an example is when I'm inserting an actual worksheet. So hopefully I have